Good morning, Cinque. It's Tuesday. Actually, it's Sunday, but it will be Tuesday when you watch this, so same difference, right? And Jawe, it's always a pleasure to see you. You made a lovely introduction. And since we're on the topic, I was at a restaurant yesterday, and a waitress came over to take away my dish and my brother's, and she said, "Can I take these dishes for you two boys?" And I look up, and I wasn't really sure if she was referring to me or not, but she was. She thought I was a guy. This morning when I was supposed to be writing, I was instead on YouTube watching this clip from a British morning talk show. So you have the two people asking the questions, and then there are two people getting questions asked of them, and basically they're arguing over the topic, because one person has one opinion and the other person has a very different opinion. So the video I was watching was about names. They were basically arguing over names. This one woman was saying was that she wouldn't let her kids play with other kids who had like working class names or names like Charlemagne. So this woman came from like an upper class family, and I should mention that her kids were named Poppy and India. And which is even better, because at one point she says, "I don't like names after locations like London or Brooklyn." She names her kid India. Like, really? Anyway, it got me thinking on how important is our name? Like, is our name actually a representation of who we are? Or is it just, like a title that we can call ourselves? Like, my name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is kind of like an elegant and sturdy name. But I don't go by Elizabeth. I go by Lizzie, because I think that's like more fun, and Lizzie, it just looks nicer than Elizabeth does because it's an even number of letters. Elizabeth is also an even number of letters. Just on the topic of like how important are names, I mean, this is what you call somebody, and if the name has history behind it, then that sort of shapes a person's personality, I guess. Does it? Like, if you named your kid Adolf, would they turn into like a really bad person? If you named your kid Harry, would they turn into a wizard? I don't know. Can you judge somebody based off of their name? Like, this woman was judging people because their name represented their class. So, and she didn't want her kids interacting with, like, working class people. She only wanted her kids to have posh friends. And I think the answer is no. You shouldn't judge somebody based off of their name, even if their name is Adolf. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person, it's just what they're called. I'm thinking, as a writer, should I be paying more attention to what I name my characters? I mean, I'm already paying a lot of attention. I'm not going to name a character just off the bat, because I'm going to put more thought into it. Seriously, I spend more time on those, like, baby naming websites than expecting parents. But it's an interesting topic, I think. Like, how important is your name? I think it's pretty important. But I also think you shouldn't be judged. So I hope that was interesting, at least a little bit, and now I have you thinking about what your name means about you. I can post some links down below to the baby naming websites that I use, and most of those give meanings to your names. Like, my name is a biblical name, pretty cool. Like I said, sturdy, elegant. It's the same name as the Queen of England. Yeah, if I lived in England, maybe that would make it cooler. But anyway, always thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, any of that. Just watching the video is good enough for us. And Cinque, I'll see you